Hello? Is this thing on? What's up, friends? How we doing? It is Saturday, all day, and today we're streaming. Yesterday we did a whole bunch of bladed maps. I got like 4 div and a bunch of oil that I didn't sell, and no crazy uniques, no strangle grasp or gasp or whatever it is. We only did 1 blight ravage map. No tainted oil because I forgot you need to corrupt maps, blighted maps for that to drop. And yeah, we've just been, well, today I played a little bit, like an hour or 2, and I spent 3 of the 4 divines and like a little bit extra on some exotic stuff. The, Eldritch currencies. Yeah, now we have a Stygian Vice with 35 Chaos Res, 51 Strength, some Energy Shield, and like the tiniest bit of life. We got an Eye Jewel, which I just rolled with Harvest Juice for like crit stuff, and I just took the crit chance. That's about all I really care. The block spell damage is kind of nice, but like whatever. Yo, what's up, Adi? How you doing? I saw you on that Street Fighter earlier. I thought about it, I'll be honest, but I was a little too close to stream time. We also bought these boots for 1 divine, and they had tier 1 flat energy shield, tier 1% energy shield, and 30% move speed. 35 would have been nice, but probably more expensive. It also had a tier 1 rarity suffix, which I re-rolled with prefixes cannot be changed, and a chaos harvest re-roll. And I hit 9% chaos res, which was a bummer. But we're capped on chaos res nonetheless now, so there's that. Who says you can't do SF6 on stream? It's a personal moratorium on my part because it kind of confuses the like algorithms and stuff. Confuses the audience, confuses the algorithms. If I jump from one genre to another, I did used to do multiple genres for a while. It just didn't work out as well as focusing on one does these days. Maybe sometime it's like a bonus stream or something, but who knows? I learned we bought these boots with 87 memory strands, and then I used the harvest reroll, and it still has 87 memory strands, so they did not apply to the harvest reroll, fortunately. So that is a piece of information I now have, and it's really unfortunate we spent double the value of the boots on the reroll and just got like holy shit on, but whatever. We'll do it again later when I have more money. The goal, I think, our next major like investment is gonna be a Watcher's Eye that has crit chance from Wrath and with Wrath, which is like 7 to 15 divines, it seems like. Probably around 10 to 12, really. But, yeah. Here, a question for the IR build. How do you feel about going Life ES Hybrid build with Armor ES Hybrid Gear versus all your Energy Shield? I did think about that for a while. But I think if I did a hybrid one, it would probably be Evasion Energy Shield. So we could do, like, Suppress. But then again, I have not seen a mercenary that has grace on it, but I have seen plenty of mercenaries with determination on them, so which gives more armor. So, like maybe all your gears hybrid at the moment. Is it working out for you? I mean, it's worth a shot. By no means do I claim to have the most optimized version of this build. I'm not sure if anyone else is doing this build because it's kind of clunky, but I'm sure there's ways to optimize that I'm missing. But anyways, as far as our gameplay goes today, we're just gonna be Alkin going, trying to get more blighted maps, and just oh yeah, we're gonna try Searing Exarch as well today. Maybe we just do that right away. More so asking in the sense that hybrid is not considered bad. No, not by definition, no. Yeah, we are kind of doing life ES hybrid. Kind of. But not the armor ES thing. It could work. When did I go life reservation low life? Act 3. Because Ascendant unlocks Petrified Blood at the library. And Arrogance at the library as well, which you need for life reservation. And I didn't think it would work out, but I was like, well, I got there and I said, well, let's try it. And it worked out. 30% more damage, never hurt nobody. But the thing I've learned since then was I like Tempest Shield way more than I like Petrified Blood. But early on, Petrified Blood may be a little more valuable just because you don't have as much or as many points for spell block or like as much ability to invest in it in general. And if you only have like a little bit of block, it's like it doesn't feel that effective. Oh right, you went in on that list. Okay. I forgot about that. I mean, I think Elementalists should still be able to buy those same jewels, or Witch should still be able to buy those same jewels at Library, because the Library shop has all of the gems that are unlockable in the game up to that point. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Oh well. Guys, earth, green. We'll put fire there later. I fucked up. Yeah, we can make it. We might not make it. I'd rather the pump die than me die. Immune response is a little scary. This is actually the second one in a row I've failed. I suspect it's because of immune response, which makes monsters spawn twice as fast. Holy hell, you exist? You do. Look at that. What's up, Uni? I have moderators on this channel? What the fuck? How you doing?
You stain the ground with your presence. You stand at the crossroads.
Let's hope I don't get one shot, but it's been happening a lot with mercenaries. Been a while, a few months. I only saw that part of the message. Hold up. Fuck. This is post nerf. Not so in the fun sense. That's unfortunate. Sorry to hear that. Bro, why do they hurt so bad still? Like, is my build that weak? Or that flimsy? Maybe. Oops. Like, I kind of thought 6k energy shield, 1k life would be like a reasonable amount of survivability. Then again, this is crit plus damage as elemental. Constantly exhausted sucks. I agree. Definitely been there before.
This way, Exile.
Blue first, then the purple, then the yellow one. Bro, the whole job taxes and rent shit is total bullshit. It do be like that. That we live in a society. That's right. $11 and $5 is pretty good. Whoa. Whoa. Hello. Almost died to these little ass spiders. Society is short for social anxiety. New portmanteau just dropped. Hell yeah. Alright, that's everything. We failed the blade. We got the harvest, got the boss. And we got our incandescent invitation, so we can get ourselves a second, second watchstone, at the very least. Gonna whip out the old divine ire disintegration. And this should be fine, right? We're only gonna have to eat like 20 fireballs. And actually, can I put the bisection, or not bisection, the safety one? Stability. I don't think I can, but we're gonna try anyways. Nope. The question is, can we kill him before we get to like 4 meteor phases? Oh. Wrong scale on right mouse. We're already throwing. Our damage is actually better than I thought. Run, motherfucker, run! I don't know if it would be a good idea to market medication by the name of the ailment it's meant to treat, you know? Oh. Owie. The balls. I mean, I was looking at the meteors, and the one that I expected hit me did not disappear. Oops. I shouldn't have moved, but it worked out. Bro, there's another wave. Also, that's a 65% shock on the X-Arc, which I did not think I'd be able to do. Fuck off with the meatballs! Okay, we dodge that one. Really, what I'm not doing is I'm not flame dashing. Because I'm scared of running out of charges. But it's a lot better if you can roll through two waves at the same time by going diagonal like that. Ooh, owie! Thought I could do it. Do you live in constant society? Don't we all? Searing XR, you better not do that shit again immediately like you did last time. So we're gonna have words. You motherfucker, stop it! But I still got hit. Ooh, the balls. The balls. Easy. Haha, get shit on. That's the first time I've survived that mechanic in literally like 7 leagues. Every time I just have the damage to kill him before I run out of portals. So I don't sweat it too much. Oh, that was closer than I thought. We could get like a 3-second longer cooldown on the damn meatballs. That'd make my life a lot easier, honestly. Hey. What are the rolls? What are the rolls? Could be worse. 2 over min on one, 2 below max on the other one, and perfect middle on the third. I mean, it all averages out. Yeah. 23% chance to block. I hear if you don't want your mercenary to die, you should just put that on him. So that went better than anticipated, in all honesty. It's just the quest version, which is a little weaker than the not quest version. But still counts in my book. Take Templar Ingenuity and then 1 chance of Blight Encounter here. Then we'll probably go... I didn't need it up to this point, but Sturdy Construction would probably make my life a little easier. Or even just like a couple points in the increased damage taken. That's 2 Watchstones, so now we only have a couple... Our lowest tier is tier 8. And like half-ish of the Atlas is tier 16. Also, I just remembered we have this first memory thing. I think I'm just gonna run this gray. And we're gonna see what it's like. So, I mean, since we did the... previous ones so easily. Quote unquote. Maybe it goes alright.
Greetings.
I don't really care about the rewards, I just want to clear it and see what it's like.
This is it. Good day.
The memory kernel, dude. We got kernel access in Zana's memories. Could I have my Divine Ire spell effect, please? That'd be great.
You waste good stock, Exile.
Death waits with open arms.
Full dragon scale with memory threads. 42 of them. See if we can actually clear this one with 0 modifiers.
Light is trying to spread. The light is trying to spread.
Guess if we don't mess up the towers, it's not so bad. Or at least if the tower spawns aren't scuffed. Forgot we have Templar Ingenuity now, so we need to be building bunches of different stuff. A NATO wand.
Might makes right.
Sweet sister. Tormented by your own grief.
Seriously.
Of course it's Cirrus.
You claim to
This terrible, terrible person. Nope. Not today. We're doing this. My beam is better. Be really funny if there was a hidden mechanic where if you Divine Ire directly at Cirrus, the moment that he does the dive beam at you, they clash and do like the fucking shit. And then if you rolled like a crit, you win and do like 1 billion damage, and if you don't, you get stunned or something. We got the meteors without the walls. He's just gonna keep throwing them. The moment I don't block one of those, I blow up, probably. They changed Sirius's voice. I like this voice way better, actually. Or maybe it's just distorted, since it's a fucked up memory. Well, that does chaos damage. No, that's definitely a different voice line, or like a different delivery. Yeah. I mean, he's not wrong. She was kind of an asshole for that.
I should be able to harness the origin of this form to... no matter, step aside.
Yeah, shut up, Egon. Just do the thing, please. Thank you.
There we have it. Now we have the true origin of this particular thread. With this, we can track down the originator. Let us...
Sorry, I barely know her. See, that boss fight right there felt a whole lot more like a step between tier 16 and tier 7, or I guess like a practice version of that boss. Like, I guess if they made it like a step harder to be above the normal Pinnacle Edition, like maybe a little more complicated mechanics or something, and probably slightly higher numbers, that would be more what I would expect from like a tier 17. Then again, this if I were to actually have put modifiers on this, the modifier pool would still be tier 17 modifiers, so it'd probably still feel like shit. I don't know. I like that version of Cyrus way more than I like the normal one, I guess is the gist of what I'm getting at. Maybe not so much a step between normal bossing and uber bossing, but like a step between normal like map bosses and pinnacle bosses. That's probably how that boss felt. I'm not gonna do the bother doing the harvest in here.
What news?
I think this is the actual like
Find her.
boss thing. Incarnation of Neglect. 6 monsters.
It is him. Father.
Papa?
Isn't it beautiful?
He had hair?
Okay. Perhaps later.
But later never came. Erase.
That's probably, yeah. Oh, my auras were scuffed. Rhode Island?
Intangible pain. Patience is a mercy. Negligence.
Oh. Be nice if the spell effect for the slam loaded in before the slam went off.
Irrevocable thoughts. Intolerance. Irrevocable thoughts. Patience is a mercy.
Hmm.
You cannot hide from fate. Irrevocable thoughts.
That's a lot more beams. Oh no, I woke him up. Being spell effects is a crutch. Yeah, you're right, you're right. Scaly shoe, honestly. If you actually have to if you actually have to see the spell effects to survive, your build's not strong enough. You're actually shit at the video game. Just telling it how it is.
Patience is a mercy.
Uh-oh.
You cannot hide from fate. Intolerance.
Uh-oh. Incontinence. It's when he shits out all the ice everywhere. That's the slam skill. How come? They share a cooldown, but you can do that.
Tangible pain. Erase. Patience is a mercy.
It lets you blast the charges a lot more quickly. I'll show it in the hideout. I can't even remember the name. I know what it looks like, but yeah. Incontinent.
Irrevocable thoughts. You cannot hide from fate.
Yay.
Madness consumes.
Ugh.
You don't know me, but I am.
I do know you. Listen to me. This cannot
Zana
be
is the
stopped.
originator.
It must not be stopped. You should leave and do not search for me again. This is what must be.
Zana, I could never abandon you.
What just happened? Where did she go? Damn it!
Damn it! Betrayals sting. Minus 21 to dexterity, minus 20. Oh no, plus 20 to dexterity, minus 20 to all elemental res, plus 21 to chaos res. Move speed. Chance to inflict an additional poison on the same target when you inflict poison. That could have been minus 30. Interesting. Don't think I care about any of those bases. Wow. Maybe we mess with that later. Same with that. I'm not going to think about it too much right now. Imagine thinking. Can't be me. Okay, so yes, Smoke Mine and Flame Dash do share cooldown. But if you want to use 2 Flame Dashes back to back, the first one is instant, like no cast time. But if you do it again before too long, it gets a cast time, so you actually have to like sit there for a second. But if you do Smoke Mine Flame Dash, you get to use 2 charges immediately, and Smoke Mine actually has a longer range than Flame Dash. And it gives, like, Smoke Mine gives you a 1 second buff that gives you more move speed for a little bit, so you get like a little speed boost. So if you throw the Smoke Mine, push the detonate button, and then push Flame Dash right afterwards, we went from like this corner to that corner in the space of 0.2 seconds. It's not necessary, but it's fun. And there's a couple spots in the campaign where you can like skip a bit of a runaround if you have the Smoke Mine. Because Smoke Mine, again, has longer range than Flame Dash. A lot of times like when I get to endgame, I can drop the Smoke Mine. But I have open sockets right now. Which I think I was planning on filling at some point, but I don't remember what it was. And so we'll just leave it for now. Yeah, Mark of Submission, that was the one, daggum. I could remember what it looked like, but I couldn't remember what it was. Alright, well that went better than anticipated. Still took forever, but...
Be well.
we got there, we got there. I think if I have to run any influence at all, I'd probably prefer to run Searing Exarch. That's not the right ability. Can't say I blame you. Oh yeah, one of the things was going to be Enlighten. Do know that, that's why we're missing one.
Here, Exile. Another tear. Meet me back at the device.
Maybe we try and get all 3 of the new Pinnacle bosses today.
You'll find no fate here.
That was one Pinnacle boss, and those are quest versions, so they'll be easier than the actual one you find. Yo, all purple? Bro. Oh, I still have yellow blocked out. There's zero reason to do that with crop rotation, or we're going to get exactly nothing if I do it. You gotta have at least one plot of a different color to make a harvest worth it with that node active. Ah, well. Well, we just deleted that rare in one beam. That felt good. That's kind of the goal. If we can just do that to all of the map monsters, that'd be great. Hey, yo, another reflecting mist. Let's go. I got one of these right before stream, like the last map I did before stream. I got one, and we got minus 85 lightning res, 39 dexterity, and plus 50% increased energy shield. The only downsides were reduced, like pretty heavily reduced evasion rating, and then the implicit was, it was a PoE amulet, so the implicit was mana regen. 70 strength, minus 41 dexterity, minus 59 mana, energy shield, gain mana per enemy killed, reduced elemental damage with attack skills. Kind of worthless. 70 strength's a lot, though. That would be the one possible selling point. We go again. Oh shit, I was supposed to be doing. Okay, we'll run these maps that I have rolled, and then we'll do the memory ones. I feel like I kind of need to give up on messing with mercenaries on this build. I'm just not tanky enough for it. And I don't do enough damage to one-shot them, so. It can't even be a who one-shots who first battle. I mean, it still kind of is that, but it's just always me getting one-shot because I can't do it to them. What in the directions, Batman? None of them are immune to ice. Maybe we just have to do that fucking everywhere. That works. Please open the box. Thank you. Had to send the box a written invitation asking it to open. Alright, we actually have a few extra colors here. Look at us go. Don't let it make a mess. Washabi gotta be one of my favorite League NPCs they've added. Aside from her boss fight. The whole, why fight progress? Why fight progress? They could have given her like 3 more voice lines and she would have been like 1,500 times better. It wilted, no! It's probably good enough.
Seller Exile.
That had Lifeless Energy Shield on it. Did this not save the fact that I wanted to block that? Could have sworn that I've done that like 3 times. I might block out crit too, just because it's a huge pain in my ass. Suppress spell damage is annoying. The problem is the more stuff you block out, the more expensive it is to roll the maps you want, because you're more likely to hit stuff you don't like. But we're gonna block out a couple more things. As long as we don't use all 255 characters, we'll probably still have a reasonably okay time.
You're not Kyaxin, are you? Well, that sounds too nice.
100% AoE never hurt nobody. It's not like it's a damage stat or anything. Map boss gains armor. Good thing I don't do physical. Hello. The real question is, should we also attempt Maven today? And I'm leaning towards probably not. Excuse me, so sorry. Okay, if the Maven invitation or the Maven's writ is not like a divine, maybe we give it a shot. If it's like 50 to 100 chaos, we'll give it probably spend on it just to see like what's the worst that could happen. Really, wouldn't be that bad. We had 2 lightning mirage monsters. Toxic. think the correct decision would have been to buff up whichever one had more stuff. Trying to figure out what you should farm map-wise. Like map layout or map mechanic. I mean, City Square is Old Faithful. Still here. I like Park because it's nice and shiny. Or nice and bright, although the map's an asshole. Or the boss is an asshole because of consecrated ground sometimes. Iceberg's there. I think a lot of people like that one. I guess it's a question of what area has two nice layouts together. I mean, City Square and Tropical Island are nice. That might be what I end up doing when I actually use my favorite slots. Mesa and Jungle Valley. Also a pretty good combo. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do City Square Tropical Island when I get there. Now that I know they're next to each other. But I kind of need them tier 16 first. Flooded Mine and a Cold River to spare. I'm pretty sure I have a Cold River. I don't know about Flooded Mine, but I'll look after this map. Gotcha. Need to get rid of these bugs before I start standing still to deal with the Devourers. That's too much shit. This is why we hate the Life as Energy Shield, because these Devourers are healing every time they go back down. And that's what happens when I get frustrated with that. I just stand there and try and keep them from going away so they don't get their energy shield back. And then I die. Because I'm not built like that.
Dead already.
Threw some Horizons at it, you're good. Got to Blood Aqueducts and ended up making a new build. Super good thing about this league is level 2+. You have a free carry with the high level Mercs too hard. Oh, you get it's account wide. I was actually wondering about that. That's good to know. Bro, there's always another fucking bug. There's another Devourer around here. Yeah, there he is. Doesn't believe in decoy totems. Oh, now he does. They say periodically enrages. This man's had like 90% uptime on that enrage. On your second build, just got up to one of the levels of your mercs. Hell yeah. You have to be within a certain level range of the merc though. But it's like 20 levels. Okay, so you could feasibly just leave us a higher spot open for like with your endgame stuff. Go hire a low level one that's like level 20. Use that till your character gets level 20. Go hire a 41. No one's carried you since level 10 though, because you thought mercs wouldn't be able to do the merc thing. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh, hell yeah. What's the second build? Who needs XP anyways? 92 levels is plenty. What mods are on here? Ignite? It's literally just the 52% life as an energy shield, and things are lasting longer, and I'm dying. Doing Chieftain RF? Ah, hell yeah. A banger. I guess the Ignite really isn't helping. It's kind of just tanking my regen. Alright, let's see how this goes. Last time I did this map boss, I think my mercenary died earlier in the map, so I didn't have a distraction from them. This was a very large pain in the ass. Oh, that fucks him up? Nice. Never thought to stand in that spot. Nice, nice. Alright, that's all those maps we had laying around. We're gonna do plain unrolled memory maps because their tier 17 modifiers scare me. I'm a simple man. I see tier 17 modifiers.
You must
I don't run them.
give up this pursuit. Turn back. Leave.
Never! Is Zana gonna start doing the Shaper thing where she like pauses time when we fight the boss and talk shit? Cause that was cool the first time I saw it, but it was Shaper. Extract souls from nearby monsters. Also, Desire is the useless one. Gives enemies 100% toughness, and they may or may not get a reward. Like a reward type added to them. And 90% of the time, that reward type is either armor, jewelry, weapons, or items. So no matter what, they get the bad shit. And they're not guaranteed to get any good shit at all, and 90% of the time the good shit they do get is useless. It's like 3 layers of bullshit to actually get anything out of that ability. So it's only worthwhile if you're just one-shotting everything anyways. Although I am curious. So the abilities do have separate pedal like counters.
Hail.
It's branching, Exile!
We're branching, we're branching. My nose is fucking itchy again. Damn you.
The blight is trying to spread! The blight is trying to spread!
I think we'll be alright on this one. Oh, blight map. Huge. Blight map. Huge. Keep forgetting I have Templar Ingenuity, so we should build as many of the different tower types as we can. Or maybe we try that there. We got armor and we got maps. I think that got a Harbinger reward. Nope, armor. Is Twilight Regalia the new max, or the new highest one? Or is it that Nightweed robe? I don't remember. Go look. Guess I could just look here. God bless the pause button. Oops. Twilight Regalia is the highest base.
This way, Exile.
So I think we try and buff up purple. Should get a decent blue out of it as well. Superior automation, wow. Nine and 4. That one wilted, unfortunately. Not what I would have expected out of 4 tier 3s, but okay. 12 and 5. Ayo. 14, 7, and 1. There's actually one tier 3, I'm sorry, one tier 1 plant. All the rest made it to at least tier 2. Where is he at? There he is. Zap. Did I get no shoddy invite? This is my 3rd tier 4. Yeah, alright. 763 purple. It's kind of hoping we get over 1,000, but this is an area without quantity. That's probably why that's so low. Come to think of it, I forgot we had no modifiers here. Not gonna lie, high attack speed with high cast speed with Divine Eye is really funny. Quantity of petals found on monsters in area. Chance for rare monsters in area to be possessed. I think we take possessed monsters. It's a little sketchy, but we'll see what happens. Did the blight, did the harvest, did the boss, but we're just gonna keep running around here till we run out of space.
By the ire of innocence, I cannot.
Good enough. Maybe we use 1 or 2 mods. Bloodstained Saw Blades, Shrine buff. No. I mean, for that one modifier, we get 50% quantity and 109% more currency. Okay, we get 30% quantity because we have 20% quality on it. Yes, we should be doing them at least blue. That's like a huge amount of value for nothing, basically. What's my defenses with this build? Sorry, I just saw that. Energy shield, spell block is 75. Actual block is 40. Attack block is 46. Chaos res is capped. I have a little bit of recovery on block, like 50 energy shield, I think. And then leech for a little bit more recovery. Still feels like we're lacking something, but it's a damn sight better than what it was before we even put in the block. Yeah, it does well until it doesn't. And I think it's been doing reasonably well against like actual bosses with like planned out and sensible modifiers and stuff, but sometimes we just run into rares with like absurd combos or like even just the damage is elemental modifiers on maps tend to fuck me up pretty bad. Oh yeah, we get endurance charges from my mercenary as well. That's really nice. And he taunts and he puts down a decoy totem every once in a while that has a huge range on it. So that also helps. Now, if we could get a Watcher's Eye that had double Wrath, we're looking for... The one we're looking for first is damage, lightning damage pen with Wrath, and what was it? What was the other one? Fizz is extra? I don't think that's the case. No, crit chance while affected by Wrath. But if we could get the one for the modifier for clarity that says like 150 energy shield on hit, that also would be really, really helpful. But that Watcher's Eye would be not cheap. Like the Mercs, but putting another gear sync in without putting some type of graphing in for it. It's a different type of gear. I mean, I don't mind it. Their defenses are really high anyways, so you don't need to worry about too much. Or you don't have to worry about gems, and you don't have to worry about attribute requirements. So you can just kind of throw whatever you want on there, and they're tanky anyway. So even if their res isn't that good, it's like pretty hard for them to die.
This way, Exile.
Nope. Attribute requirements do not matter. Well, they can only wear the type of gear they spawn with, so like Strength Mercenaries can only wear armor gear. Strength and Dex can wear either Strength / Dex, or they can wear Strength, or they can wear Dex. So you can't like swap it into an energy shield merc or something, but you just throw shit on there. I don't mind it. Especially because he's not using gear that I'm using. I don't have to share. Hello? The game was pissed I dodged all that. I think in game when you get money, you'll make the mercs into basically anime guardians, kind of. A lot of people are using them for like kind of like support characters. Like you're your own little personal support buddy. The big meta thing right now is Perquil's Toe, which gives them an aura that makes nearby allies have lucky rolls on their hits. Nearby allies damage with hits is lucky. There's a downside to that where the lightning damage of enemies hitting you is lucky, but that only applies to Mercenary. They're tanky as shit anyways. We didn't lose the instance. That's what's nice. I probably did die though. I don't know what how much XP I had, but whatever. Hello? No floor, no problem. No spell effects, no problem. What in the cannibals? How did they get here? Oh, Martyr's script maybe. Could see the Kingsmaker being meta to put him on him too. Yeah, the other thing is, sorry, I forgot to finish that statement. Doriani's prototype. Clear that. Doriani's prototype. Armor also. No. Deal non-lightning. No non-lightning damage. Lightning resistance does not affect lightning damage taken. Nearby enemies have lightning resistance equal to yours. So you put that on your mercenary and put a bunch of fucking minus lightning res on them. That also is the other part of that. And I could do that because we are doing lightning damage, but Doriani's prototype also makes it so that exposure is useless, and I believe pen is useless, but I'm not 100% on that. And we are using both pen and exposure, so I would have to change stuff up. I misread which direction he was slamming, damn it. That's what happens when we don't block. And my attack block is only 46%. Influence monster packs have increased pack size. Rarity of items found. Well, we could just throw in like Shaper and Elder Scarabs and all that. But also, fuck this place. Nearby enemies take increased fire helm. Yeah. Scarabs, that's the thing. More pack size just because it's fun.
Good day.
%33% more scarabs for 2 additional projectiles, increased AoE. Malformation. Isn't that Malachi? What's the worst that could happen? Forgot you could only put one of those in.
Oils swell from the earth, foul, malignant flesh without purpose.
The blight is trying to spread. It's put out new mycelium. New roots.
New roots. I survived? I survived the purple shit too? I survived again? Hey. There we go. There was like 4 things that should have killed me before I actually died. We take those? I'm just trying to build towers, dude. Pillars of Aaron I have yet to do. 4 times we got to open that chest. Okay, what's this? Memory of Disbelief. Consume petals to cause affected nearby monsters to not be able to drop items that can have rarity. The number of petals consumed is proportional to the power of affected monsters. So that would mean they only drop like currency and shit. He dropped them anyways.
This way, Exile.
Purple and blue, so we should prioritize yellow first. Is this purple one better? Not at all. So yeah, we'll run this big one and hope it buffs up the blue one to actually be like a reasonably useful plot. guarantee. Can we do that more often? That'd be great. Forgot about the increased AoE, but it kind of worked out. We survived. Oh, and that dude has more increased AoE on it. Wild. Ten and 1, 9 and 1. Not ideal. Whoa. That could have been bad. Hey, yo, a synthesize map. What do you want to see? I want to know. Guaranteed essence. 18% chance to have 3 additional essence. I don't feel confident in my ability to survive against some essence monsters, especially beefed up ones. So I'll just take petals. Want to see a streamer, YouTuber gear out a Merc Foley and Headhunter / full carry build and do an Orbot build for themselves. I suspect that's already in progress by at least 12 people. Maybe not streamers, but there are people doing that for sure. Because it does sound like a fun idea. Alright, on to the next one, which is Chambers of Impurity. I wonder who the boss is here. Probably Goober Innocence. No, I'm not giving him additional projectiles. Hell no. No, I'm not giving him a ghost. Nope, not pen. Deal no damage for 3 out of every 10 seconds. That's annoying. You'd be role-playing yourself with your friends, right? Can send your carry a picture of you running with your merc and say, I don't need you anymore. I have real friends. Yeah, that's a little mean, but you get the idea. We'll do this debuffs expire faster. That's totally fine. Shock expires faster, but we'll be alright.
It worked.
Role playing a you with friends is what you mean. Right, right.
We've made it. Search for the memory kernel here, and I will come to you.
What did we get? Impulsiveness? 200% increase item rarity and convert non-unique equipment items to gold. I see, I see. Oink. That was close. One thing I've just really thought about for the first time is I've hardly noticed chaos damage at all today. I suspect that's something to do with the fact that we went from 21% chaos res to 75. Well, technically 80, but only 75 counts. You get the idea. We have it capped. And turns out, yes, it's making a significant difference. Gas inoculation seems like an odd passive in PoE 2. How so? It works the same way as it does in PoE 1, as far as I know. Or have you never seen it in PoE 1 either? I gotcha. It's if it's kind of nice if you're doing like a full energy shield build anyway, and you're not trying to do anything weird with your life like I'm doing with this build. I think there's a little more text on it in PoE 2 because there's slightly different ways energy shield works, but that's other Eldritch Battery. Maximum life becomes 1. You are immune to chaos damage, so you're completely free from having to spec into anything at all that would mitigate chaos damage for just that one point, and the fact that you don't have life anyway. So if you're trying to do a full energy shield build anyways, a lot of the times you really don't care about how much life you have under your energy shield. The worrisome part is dying through your energy shield to chaos damage, because that's just what it does. I think it's I'm a little more... I have a hard time finding myself ever wanting to use that kind of thing in PoE 2, because I think there's a lot less prevalence of chaos damage. Like, it's not nearly as scary in PoE 2. So dumping your life for all that is a little questionable, but I think maybe it has something to do with bleed going through your energy shield as well. I don't remember if it mentions that. Seems just a little risky. Well, if you have like 7,000 energy shield, it kind of makes up for it. You just don't want to do that if you have like 2k or like 500, you know? I'm out of portal scrolls? What the hell? That's better. My thoughts on PoE 2? I like it. It has some work that needs to be done, of course, but like overall I like the idea. The longer I interact with the endgame, kind of the less I like the map system. At first I really liked it because it's flashy and cool and it's neat to think of actually exploring with some place, you know, rather than just looking at this kind of vague board of pins and the connections and stuff. But and I still like how it looks, but a lot of the time I feel like I'm trying to get I'm running maps to get places on the atlas instead of running maps for the sake of running maps, like because I want what's in the map. It's in the PoE 2 endgame, I'm running this map because I want to go somewhere, whether it's find a citadel or find a unique map or find a tower to buff up all the other maps. And I think that kind of fights against the ability, or it fights against, or it drains the amount of desire I have to do the maps specifically. Like in PoE 2, since I want to go places, I'm incentivized to do the maps as quickly as possible and get as little out of them as possible. Unless I'm like farming the tower stuff, which I'm not a huge fan of towers either. But overall I like the way the game feels. I like the abilities. And I really want to see Druid. Very much interested in that. But yeah. Overall I like it. You haven't played much PoE 2, but you like the idea they force people to not run the same map over and over again. I get that, but also it's kind of like if someone wants to run the same map over and over again, why not let them? Player agency is the term that gets thrown around a lot with that specific kind of thing. And especially since a lot of the layouts are bad. Like even in PoE 1, a lot of the layouts are bad. So oftentimes you just pick a couple layouts that aren't that bad or are kind of nice. And then you just focus on those ones so you can have a reasonably good time. Whereas in PoE 2, if you are trying to get somewhere and you have a shit layout in your way, you have to go through it and you have to go find every single rare and stuff. And there's no... Like, you can't just say... Okay. So right now in PoE 1, while I'm running through these maps, if I do the Harvest, the Blight, and the boss, I can just leave. Usually I say that's enough and we leave. Sometimes I don't even bother doing the boss. I just say, like, I want to do the Harvest, I want to do the Blight, and I want to go home. I could do that if I wanted to, and I don't lose anything for it. Whereas in PoE 2, you have to go find every single rare and the boss if you want to actually like move on through the zone, through the map to the next place that you're actually trying to get to. So it's again a thing that drains player agency, or that limits player agency a little bit. And so it can be a little frustrating, or it can just make the game feel a little bit more like a slog. But like visually, I really like the map. I like the idea of it. Just, I don't know if it's something they can work their way around while maintaining a somewhat similar system, or if they turn it into a board kind of like the PoE 1 one. What the hell is going on here? Maybe they turn it into a board kind of like the PoE 1 one, and you just pick which one you want it, and then that way you don't have to worry about drops or anything. I would like that. I've kind of advocated for something like that in PoE 1 for a long time. Like, let me just click on the map I want to run on the layout instead of having to farm ways to sustain the layout I want. I find that kind of thing super annoying. Always have. No, they are the normal ascendancies that are usually in the game. Risha overwrote those for weird stuff. These ones are a little more reasonable. Maybe a little less funky, but... Bro, I really hate that fucking... Those dudes blocking for him. Does he have block chance? I feel like half the time his health bar is not even moving when I zap him. Maybe I'm just not doing that much damage. That time he scooted down a teeny bit. Is it like this? I'm not standing next to that. I'm just gonna wait. Could we get like a 3-second longer cooldown on this, just like the fucking meteors on Exarch? This guy's not even like difficult. He just has that fucking Secret Service squad around him all the time. Yeet.
Please, allow me to extract the location.
I feel like if PoE 1, if I get a good drop and I killed the boss, made my money back, and just want to leave the map, I'm happy with that. PoE 2, you have to find all the rares or you can't get the layout you want. Right. If I could say, okay, I don't like this layout, let me pass without all rares, I'd be more happy. But yeah. And it goes back to player agency again. Let us do what we want. Tier 2 life. I might try armor energy shield at some point from my gear. Kind of where we're lacking here. Our max hit is actually lower than my chaos max hit. I'm sorry, my fizz max hit is lower than my chaos max hit, which is kind of absurd. Having only 7k on that is like really bad. And I think that's with steel skin on. Without it, it's even lower. That's probably the real problem. But anyways, that boss was a pain in the ass. Now for the actual bots.
Hopefully this time we will have longer to speak with her. Time to move.
Number 2.
Another memory. An innocent moment between parent and child, distorted by the chaotic nature of the Atlas.
Father, what are you doing?
What have you done, foolish girl?
Wah! Whoa. My 46% block chance is like carrying right now. I think there's twice I would have died if I hadn't gotten lucky there. I suspect that thing's gonna one-shot me if I ever eat the hit. That's what the War of the Atlas thing is leading to? The secrets of the Atlas thing, yeah. They added 3 new Pinochle bosses. This is one of them. Owie. I survived. Bruh. I think it's the fake crash thing. That's supposed to pause the game. The game's supposed to pause when you freeze like that. Oh, game crashed. Cool. It was the real crash. Sure is. Sort of. Barely. Wait, I can do the quest additions. I don't know about the real ones. Certainly not with modifiers. Let's see if the instance survived. Looks like it. I'm really not a fan of these fire bubbles. Because it's starting to look like that's an enrage mechanic, and I'm a big hater of enrage mechanics. As a ZDPS build enjoyer, I hate enrage mechanics. Oh shit, he just blew one up. Can we like bait that? Oh, that turns so fast. Oh no, I can detonate though. Maybe? Take it back. They're alright. We can do something about them. I just don't know how it works. Yeet.
Speak with you. I must understand.
There is nothing to say. You will not understand. You must
Not with that
understand.
attitude.
But why?
There is no other way to stop them. There is no other way to stop him.
Him.
I'm sorry.
Come back.
Is Settlers still in the game? Yes, and you don't have to upgrade the city at all. You just have everything when you get there. Take 389 fire damage when you use a skill. Damage pens fire resistance equal to your overcap fire resistance up to a maximum of 200%. Wow. I remember people saying this was some crazy shit when they saw it. This was one of the ones they revealed early. 73% reduced fire res. Real high roll on that one. One monster remains. Where? No, it still has shipments, but you have to send a minimum of 50,000 value on the shipment to send one. So you can't do the like 1 bar to Calgar to hope to find like a divine orb or something. Which I think is reasonable. That shit was annoying and I didn't bother doing it. We still need to do unique bosses or unique maps before doing that.
I cannot begin to fathom what she was doing.
Fine. Before we continue, we're gonna do... Okay, before I continue, actually. Okay, we'll do one unique map because I got one that I didn't have. Pillars of Aaron. We'll do that for the Atlas Point. And then we'll try and do the 3rd pinnacle boss. But after we do Pillars of Aaron, I'm gonna go stretch my legs.
Die on your knees, pig.
Owie. That'll do it. Also, I did that with the wrong Divine Iron. There, now we have 100% blight chance. Oh no, we only have 88%. Which should be... I think it is actually 100% because you have... I believe the base chance is 10%, and we have another 2% right there, just for blocking ritual. So I think it's actually fine if we leave that. So next up, we'll probably take Sturdy Construction, because in tier 16s, there's a lot of monsters with immune response. I kind of want Fungal Horizons, but that's a long way up there. And we only have how many points left? 16? And that's if I get every single point, which is also including from the Feared and all the other Guardian invitations. So it's kind of like not going to happen. We might be able to save some points, though. Gonna take a whole bunch of refund points, though. That saved us 3 points. Which would put us there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. If we were to get every single one. Alternatively, I could just take significant troves. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So if we trimmed a point like on one of these, or we took out, probably don't want to take out Shaping the Mountains. Higher chance for maps to go higher tiers is really, really good. Really good. Even if you're doing tier 16s with 4 waystones in your atlas. But also 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 1, 2, 3. So that's actually better. So I guess we go that way. But also if we go here, we might be better off going there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right now we're spending 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's the same either way. And these plants or these nodes are useless to me, whereas these ones are not. So that's fine. It'll be the same amount either way. And actually I'm a fool, because now I'm spec'd into this Eldritch Gateway. So we just ignore these 3 points. Total, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 to get Fungal Horizons versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's another way that was a good spot to respec. -6 link, yes. Not a great one. Like my chess piece is not insane. It's just pretty much just a little bit of res, a little bit of dexterity, and 500 energy shield. Like that can get higher. No, I'm not. Actually, I need to get up and stretch my legs. We're about to get an ad break on Twitch, so now's the time to do it. But I appreciate y'all watching. Hope you're enjoying. If you are and you've not already, make sure you smack the like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. The follow button if you're watching on Twitch. I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. And we will do the third of the new pinnacle bosses. Or we'll go looking for it. We still have to do the whole memory leading up to it. But afterwards we'll do it. So look forward to that. I'll be back. Yeet. All right, friends. We made it. Sorry about that. But used the potty, got some water, walked around. Feel better. Oh, I got some cookies too, which I didn't eat them. We'll be snacking while we're farming. Nothing wrong with that. One moment, please. Alright, so we need to do a map. A not memory map. I could try a Guardian map, but I don't think I want to bother with that just yet. That looks not like my favorite. Actually, I kind of want to try a poison on hit map. We'll take this one instead, though. I don't know how Maven Influence got back on.
Best friends, beast, until we slaughter you.
We got one blue. So we'll buff up blue and purple first. $11 and 1 or 6 and 2. Kind of an easy choice. Uh, 10 and 3, sure. That went rather well, I'd say. 5-10. Pretty solid considering we only had 3 plots there, I think. Or was it 4? Whatever it was, I'm alright with it. I know I will take it.
Exile. We have yet to unravel this one.
What do you got this time, Cassie? 3 towers that are resilient to fire. That don't matter. That's not a headhunter. That's not a mage button. They all have uniques in them, dude.
I give up the cloth. Give up on God. You should do the same.
Wow. Would I give up 40% XP for 10 chaos? Dude, I'd give up 40% XP for free. So yes, 10 chaos is infinitely better. Why is that? It do be like that sometimes. Wait a minute, you died 4 times? Hold up. I didn't know that was possible. Not a great idea, maybe.
Hello?
That does seem like quite the troublesome condition for death for your build. Hello? You know, someone just commented on my a labyrinth trial location video for PoE 1. Another year, another league, another click to your video. Well, I'm glad it's helping, I guess. That's just funny though. I never thought of people watching it more than once. Now I'll respond later. That is funny though. Power charges. I don't know if I like that. 100 also 198% of their physical damage is extra damage of a different element. Sounds like a terrible time. 78% more scarabs for volatile cores. Neato. Now, what's the worst that could happen, really?
You refuse to listen. Or perhaps you do not know how to hear me. I do not know which is which anymore.
Asana's really starting to sound a whole lot like her dad. Where's this man getting consecrated ground from? Is that just a feature of that monster type? This is the worst kind of layout.
Put out new mycelium. New roots.
Only one tower, one portal is immune to ice. Any meta builds? I think it's literally any lightning skill plus that Doriani shit I sent, or I showed you. I don't think we're covering this one. Then again, we only lost one. Two even. Please hold. Okay. We've gotten as much as we can out of Templar Ingenuity now. Somehow we survived it. I did not think that was gonna work out. That type of layout sucks. Because nothing overlaps. I'm begging them to make the fucking blight chests easier to open. It's harder to click. I was actually wondering if those volatile cores were actually like a reasonable or like a terrifying amount of damage. It turns out, yes, they are. Because I forgot to dodge that one and found out the fun way. But, I feel like the blight chests right now are harder to click on and actually activate than the damn shrines were on launch in PoE 2. It's super annoying. Can you upgrade the gems on the mercs? And no, their gems are permanent. So if you don't find the stuff that you want, you gotta go find another mercenary. Problem with you with the blight chest for you is when you get a free open, you can't just click it a second time. Yeah, that's mostly what I mean. But it's still a little annoying on the first time too. 2 blight maps. I'll take 4 blight maps. That's fine with me. Thought they had a longer delay, so I was trying to make sure, like, I actually let it start exploding before moving. It's about that 40% for 10 chaos thing. Here we are. Gamba for boots, huge. Real PoE gamer activities. My tier base that's also level 86. Do they go that high? I never knew. Character sign up level, yes, but it's very rare. Gotcha. This zone's feeling really sluggish. Oh, please sold. Oh, nice. So not that rare. Some give you level-based bases? I don't know what that means. I think we failed the Abyss, but I'm not upset about it. I didn't see how many I bought. I suppose that's fair. Oh, right. I get what you mean now. Yeah. So like the Wretched. That gives you based on your level, right? Also, Sean, congratulations. I just saw that. Proud of you. Hey, yo. That's a Gamba right there. Sheesh. Oh no, that's yeah, that is a different set of boots. Congratulations. Where the hell is Blast Bug? Of course, definitely Amazon's feeling good. Can't wait to try out Flicker Strike. Hell yeah. Oh, it's this motherfucker. So it burrows and it runs away. I fucking hate this modifier so much. Might actually be the worst monster and modifier combo I've ever seen. It's like Waka Waka boss at home. Imagine if it had the temporal proximity shit. The Histora is doing us no favors either. Fucking finally, damn. And we didn't go. Oh, we got one more over here. No, it's just you won't be able to get that specific one back. So like you can still find that type, but there's no way to like recover a mercenary that you fired. And when you fire them, they take all the gear that they have on them. So if you want your stuff back, you got to take it off first. Forgot I had this. Nah, it's all good. You can still find the same combination of stuff if you get lucky. It's just there's no guarantee that you will. It's just that one specific mercenary cannot be. There's no like secondary roster of stuff you fired that you can go then rehire. It doesn't block anything out when you fire them. It just gets rid of it unrecoverably. I want to see originator packs. Oh no, I guess those are just the flowery ones, the gamage ones.
What's on your mind?
30% less AoE for 70% more currency. I think it's something like 36 different types of mercenary. But when you like exile a mercenary, it's based on attribute type of the mercenary. So like if you go up to one of them and select exile, I'm sorry, if you walk up to a dexterity mercenary, like one of the bow ones, I think there's one called like Wither Shot or something like that. So you say you walk up to a Wither Shot mercenary, it's dexterity with chaos gems in it, and then you push exile. If you beat that mercenary, then all of the dexterity types, because there's also like flame shot and ice shot and stuff like that, all of them are blocked for 9 zones. So it'll be a minimum of 9 zones before you see that type again. Temple map. Who is the boss there? It's the fire dude, I think. Just the Solaris man. Think we'll be okay if we have Maven interfering with that. So go with it. But there are a lot of combinations. One thing I should say. There are a lot of combinations of skill gems. Even in the individual classes. There's a couple different variations they can have. Like my current guy has Enduring Cry, Decoy Totem, Determination. I have another guy. Oh no, this is the same one. But earlier I had another one who didn't have Determination or Decoy Totem. He had other stuff instead. And their support gems on their skills can be different as well. And it makes a pretty significant difference. Like this one, this is one I can actually show. I think I'm not blocking that. Yeah, I'm not. Decoy Totem has cooldown recovery on it. It also has Greater Ironwood, which is a lot of defenses and physical, elemental res and physical damage reduction, which the last one I had with Decoy Totem did not have that. And also increased AoE was not on it previously. So if you see a bunch of abilities you like on a mercenary, you should double check support gems, and then if you find you don't, if you find you don't really care for the support gems that rolled on that ability, you can keep looking for more mercenaries with similar abilities but different supports. There's like a lot of room for pretty different effects to pop up because of that. Suspicion. Nearby normal monsters have a chance to be upgraded in magic or rare. Familiarity. Consume petals to cause affected nearby monsters to have either 200% more item quantity or 90% less item quantity and have all dropped items of the same type. The number of petals consumed is proportional to power. Okay. See, this Memory of Suspicion does not say that it consumes extra based on how the power... Yeah, I didn't realize. I wasn't thinking. I have no life. I was too busy thinking about the ability. So this doesn't say anything about increasing the cost based on the type of monster affected. Or like an extra cost per monster affected. But it still does it. I really hate that about these abilities. It's very unclear how much you're actually spending.
I wanted that one alive.
Put out new mycelium! New roots! It's branching, Exile!
My Merc died. Please, I'm fucking begging you, open the chest, thank you. For a whole lot of nothing, but at least the chest's open. More double max. Kind of just don't want to bother doing harvests that only have 3 plots in them. I probably should do them anyways, but it doesn't feel very good. But like, there's the off chance you get 2 of them that fail to wilt, and then you just get like a big one when you otherwise wouldn't have. Tried using that ability to make the more harvest monsters rare to see if we get more juice, but I don't think it worked.
You don't stand a chance.
Found this getting Act 7, luck over league, fire damage over time multiplier, fire damage, spell crit. It's decent. Congratulations. RF build? Oh, right. I was trying to remember what your build was. But then it's really only the 2 mods that matter. I mean, they're good mods to have, don't get me wrong. Quantity of petals found on monsters in the area. 85% increased chance for originator packs in area to be magic. Nice.
Greetings.
Ash and wood. Monsters inflict 2 grasping vines on hit. I think I'm good. Who's this Divinia NPC? Don't remember her from last time you played, but maybe you're just forgetting. How long ago was the last time you played? Because she's the NPC from a league called Sanctum, which I think was like 2 years ago now. If you played PoE 2, the Trial of the Sanctum. I'm sorry, Sanctum is like where they got the idea for the Trial of the Secima in Path of Exile 2. If you played PoE 2 and got that far. It's basically the same thing, just different. Don't remember being in the Act 10 town? Yeah. It's easy to forget about. AoE and projectiles. I'm kind of okay with that one. It's a little uncomfy, but it's not terrible. Also, we didn't really get shit for like bonus rolls on that. More scarabs, more currency. See, that's nice. Less defenses. That's why we get so much stuff. Volatile cores killed me twice the last time. I'm tempted to try this one, but last time I did Unique Monsters Have a Random Shrine buff, I got the regen shrine on the boss, and it was super annoying. And like, yeah, you can use the anti-regen thing on the on the Pantheon powers, but what if they get the Invuln Shrine? Whatever, we'll go with this. Oh, I forgot to bring my buddy back. Soul Eater again. Again, this is just gonna feel real sad. I think I'll probably actually. Can I just leave? I think I'm just gonna stop doing harvests that only have 3 plots in them. Like, there's the off chance that we get one to not wilt, and then it's like it goes from a shit harvest to like a halfway decent one. But that's like, it's probably not worth spending the time betting on that off chance. Bro, that dude is perfectly taking cover. That went well. Should get a lot of stuff out of the towers we built from Templar Ingenuity. Blighted map, huge. Superior Battle Memoir. Seems good to me, boss. The fire boss got possessed with the arsonist. You can't write it better than that. We're just gonna hope my leech is good enough to stand on this. It looks like it is. I wonder if that applies to the Pinnacle boss. 'Cause I'm pretty sure that that's next. Yeah. What's up? What are you doing here? Punching the shit out of me is what he's doing. Did the blight, did the harvest, did the boss. There's a harbinger here, and then we'll call it good. Lightning and shock resist. That'll do it. Now then, the boss man.
What is it?
Oh shit, there is another map. Another map. We have to do the special map and then the boss, like the big boss. This is already this map will have a special boss, technically speaking, but not the special boss. 50% more maps, and we get elemental res. Kind of going to be a pain in the ass, but it's not like a total deal breaker. We'll see how it goes.
Go, Exile. Locate the Colonel and depose it.
Okay, so this was a bad idea. But it's really unfortunate. Okay, I'm just not dealing with that, man. On top of having the 55% from the boss, or from the map. You also happen to have lightning and shock resistant. Like the first rare we walk into in this map. Kinda toxic, not gonna lie. Go backstage. Ooh. I think I'm not going to bother with the Blight on this one, just because I think Elemental Res was probably a mistake. Piss off, tourist. Alright, good enough. Probably should put that on.
Observe divinity. Engulf. Engulf.
Divine Ire is going down towards the ground at his feet. I'm not sure if it's actually hitting him when that happens. That felt easier than the normal one. What the fuck? Load in the... what? Was that what that's supposed to look like? Because if it is, that was the worst shit I've ever seen in my life. Also, the fact that he's on the very edge of the arena really made that impossible. I don't know how I lived. Looks like that's how that's supposed to look. I'd like to be able to see the spell, please. The only reason I can see the actual edge of it is because there's actually a border, like on the ground, where the effect actually applies. There we fucking go. Oh no, because he does this charge thing, he's always on the edge of the arena. That's like, how the fuck did that get added like that? That's 2 crashes and 2 bosses. Great, 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 great. I think I opened a portal. Hope so. Now let's make a giant fireball or fire beam. And then get this, make it invisible, dude. We're so back. We're so back.
Another ray class to run.
I didn't want that XP anyways. Well, it kind of halfway. Oh, there's nothing loading in. What am I supposed to do? If I just stand still, I only get 9 seconds of grace. So he's not doing this shit. What if I just keep moving around for a while? We have to let him do all of the shit so that way it'll actually start rendering. There we fucking go. Oh, the invisibeam. I already can hear them saying, "Oh, his name is the deceitful god. That's why his beam is invisible, so you can't quite tell." No, that's fucking dumb. I suspect there's supposed to be one little arc of safety on every single one of those waves, but because his movement is that, and he has so much range, he's always on the edge, so, like, 60% of the safe areas are just not there. This does not feel like a well thought out boss fight. Without being affected by divine beam, yeah, okay. Do you even drop items?
That's it. We have what we need.
I was supposed to get... Oh no, I guess I was too. Don't want to bother.
What news?
All right. Pinnacle boss number 3. The snaky dude. Let's hope we don't crash this time.
Significant
It's already off to a great start.
but a drop in a pool of insignificance to someone grown. Everything a matter of perspective.
And now we stand on the edge of a new tomorrow. A brighter future. A secure future for one and all. Nothing is secure within the reality of torment. In the depths of her mind, she wholly forged them. Means to an end. Means to an end. Unmake. In the depths of her mind, she wholly forged them.
Collect the roses.
Frozen in time and space.
Those things? Those things. Collect the blue rose. Why am I reading quest objectives in the middle of a boss fight?
To suffers. For what purpose? What reason? Unmake. In the depths of her mind, she wholly forged him. The Atlas is everything we see, and everything we forget. Unbridled memory. Means to an end. Unmake.
It did not do as much damage as I thought it was going to. Fine by me.
Atlas is everything we see. Burning synapses. Her power is an illusion made real.
I love that it takes 10 years for the flower to spawn too. They say collect the flower. Flower doesn't exist for another 10 seconds. Also, there's like 3 other things on the ground that look like the flower if you're panicking in the middle of a boss fight. But it looks like they're damage things. We'll see what the rest of this looks like before we
Means to an end.
answer that question.
The Atlas is everything we see.
Sir, can you phase, please? Bro, what is this walk speed? Go! This is a boss fight, damn you!
She suffers. For what purpose? What reason? The Atlas is everything we see. Influence. comes to an end.
Your goodness. I did not like that. Ugh. The hardest one. Trying to remember what the first one was like. This one was the most involved. Having to do that damn phase shit 3 times. Also, where's the story?
The height.
There we go.
Now, I must know, what is the meaning of this?
You will never give up, will you? I suppose I should have known.
The tear, it remains open. Let us speak to my sister.
Go, go, go.
It is true that I have pursued you, relentlessly so. But it is only to know your mind, to know your brilliance, and to save you.
There are some truths we cannot know, some realities we cannot allow, and sometimes we, ourselves, cannot be saved.
Forgive me, but this cryptic nonsense only drives me further into despair of not knowing. Be plain with me. Tell me the truth.
I cannot. I have suffered too long here to fail now. It has almost broken me. But I must succeed. The only way is to destroy it. It all must be destroyed.
To destroy what?
The Atlas.
But why? Let us do this together, from the outside. Why must you suffer endlessly here to achieve this?
It has already begun. The imbalance is almost at its peak. I must remain, for I am the catalyst. Afterwards, no one can harness its power.
Sister, please, let me help you.
Enough! I am not your sister.
What? What do you mean?
You mean much to me. More than you could ever know, and that is why it must all be destroyed.
No, wait!
Damn, she just gamaged us again. Why does this all look different? Am I picking one? Wait, is it a good thing to pick one here, or is it a bad thing? I'm gonna guess it's a good thing, but not like... oh no, it's not. We're not picking one. Okay. We just close that. Still looks like that. Is there more?
She said, she is not my sister. Then, who am I? None of this makes any sense. My life continues to be an unsolved mystery. But I must move forward. I must aspire. We should find...
Yeah. I'm sure it's all fine. What is this? Whispers of Infinity. Added attack chaos damage per 100 maximum mana. 344 to maximum energy shield. Reduce maximum mana. Scales cost energy shield instead of mana or life. Interesting. I assume that would also mean reservations? Actually, no. A reservation is not a cost, is it? Interesting. But yeah, the hardest fight, it was probably that one. The other two, I remember the second one well, but I don't remember what the first one really did. So it probably wasn't that bad. Yeah, it had like damage lines all over the place, and it wasn't like too terribly hard to dodge. Actually, you know what? It did get kind of complicated sometimes, and the third boss was a lot simpler overall. So maybe the first one was the most like mechanically difficult to get through, but the third one was the most annoying for sure.
What's on your mind?
So yeah, I guess that's the story. I don't know if there's more going to be happening at some point if we do a certain amount of farming, but now my Atlas looks like that. Zana's trying to kill it. Where will I get my dopamine if she succeeds? So I suspect we'll not be finding memory tears particularly often. Now that we've done the quest ones. But, what now? Oh yeah. Kinda said I wanted to attempt the Maven. Really not that confident in our ability to get through it, but I kinda wanna try. Mr. Faustus. It is 75 chaos, that's fine. Feels like a divine, I didn't want to do it. But if we can get our third watchstone real quick, that'd make my life a lot easier. My collection. Thankfully, I'm not taking a huge amount of damage from the shit puddles, so I can just kind of stand in there while we make sure all three of them detonate. Oh shit. Got there. Bro, oh. I have only one headphone on, so I can only hear when she's on my right. Do I have high enough spell block to just stand in Cascade of Pain? Kind of. I don't know if that's an attack or a spell. Pain will be returned tenfold. It's not fast, but it's working. Scary, scary. That's sketchy. Ooh. Okay. Oh. I'm honestly more okay with dying there than I would have been with having the shit puddles spread out even more. It's been the same thing every time. I'm okay with it. Why? Got the damn spiders on me. Again. Ooh, piss off with that. Bro, she teleported to me and did it again. Stop it. I pushed Flame Dash, and it just didn't go off. I don't know if I was in the middle of a different animation, but I was also slow as shit from something. Might have been that. No! Bro, can we fuck off with the spiders, please? We're not leading off with the memory game? There we go. She just wanted to get one in first. Bro, what? I moved too soon. It didn't count the spot I was standing in before I jumped. I had the pattern, I just fucked it up. Okay, we got the green. There we go. I also touched the beam twice. Okay. Why did that detonate when it was halfway through the platform? Yes, we got the simple one. Oh shit. Man, I touched the last one too. I thought for a second, like, did it end when I thought it did? and I didn't want to believe that it kept going. It's okay, we only need this portal. Oh, I got touched by the beam. I have to actually dodge for 10 seconds. Bro, I tried to hide behind my mercenary to take that, and he moved out of the way. So if I hadn't continued moving, I would have died. Okay, this one I got. Easy. Okay. Hey. Yeet. It only took 16 minutes, that's all. Dear goodness. Bro, no way. My loot! Game, you better fix it. Fix yourself. I don't have any more portals. Oh, thank God. Okay, we didn't get anything crazy. I wonder if it would have given me the Watchstone had the instance crash.
Refuses. The toy causes me pain. Is the toy alive?
Absorption charges instead of power charges. And that is recoup 12% of elemental damage taken as energy shield per absorption charge. I don't know. I don't know if I care about that. Well, for our last Watchstone, it's Uber Elder. Tropical Island and City Square are both tier 16 now. So that's what we'll do. We'll do a half City Square, half Tropical Island, and then while we're running one, we're more likely to get copies of the other one. Although it might actually be better. Okay, we'll save up. We'll do different maps, and we'll save up a bunch of copies of these, and then when, like, say we get to 5 copies of City Square, 5 copies of Tropical Island, we'll run the 5 copies of City Square, and then change all of our favorites to Tropical Island. And then when we run out of City Square, we go run the Tropical Islands and swap the favorite maps back to City Square. Because I think there's less of a chance of getting copies of the map that you're running while you're running it. Or like to drop from monsters. So at least that's what it's looked like to me in the past. That's probably what we'll do. So that seems like as good a stopping point as any. We're at about 4 hours into the stream. And yeah, it's been fun. We got a lot done. We did the new memory pinnacle stuff, all 3 of the bosses. Searing Exarch and Maven. So we're up to 3 Watchstones. There's exactly 0 chance that I get Goober Elder right now. Probably a very low chance I get even Shaper. I think their Guardians are probably gonna mess me up pretty bad where I'm at right now. But we'll probably try that kind of thing like next week. I'll probably play more off stream and try and figure out the physical mitigation problem. Whether that means we need more energy shield or like we need to swap the armor energy shield gear or something. I don't know. But we'll figure it out. So, appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you didn't, if not already, make sure you smack the like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. The follow button if you watch on Twitch. And come see me again Thursday of next week at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Just like the little thing says on the bottom right. So, that's it for me. Have yourselves a good night and a good rest of your weekend. Yeet.